Good morning to all. In the last class we discussed about collision theory, and collision theory has got some drawbacks and that are shown here. The theory is entirely based on classical mechanics, which is very crude and needs modification. And also the internal motion of the reactants are not taken into account, and numerical calculations are made using elastic hard spheres, which are the models of ideal gases, and it is far from reality. And also while deriving the equation we are considering the collision diameter from the collision theory, and the intermolecular distances at which the reaction can occur may be different from this collision diameter. So collision theory is a case of oversimplification which needs modification. Therefore, the need arises for a modern theory and comes transition state theory, and today in this class we go in detail about the transition state theory. This theory was first proposed by Marcelin and then developed by Eyring, Evans and Polanyi, and they derived a famous equation known as Eyring equation, and it gives a more accurate explanation on Arrhenius equation than collision theory. And the Eyring equation involves a statistical frequency factor nu, which is fundamental to the theory. According to this theory, the reactant molecules are first converted into an activated complex, also known as intermediate transition state, and this activated complex is highly unstable. Actually, it is an aggregate of atoms which are similar to an ordinary molecule, except that it has one special vibration which make it unstable, and this vibration leads to the dissociation of the complex into the product, and the frequency of the vibration is given by nu. Thus, activated complex is considered as a separate entity and it exists in equilibrium with the reactant, and that is shown below. A plus B giving AB hash. AB hash is the activated complex which then breaks up into products. And actually this activated complex we get the, in order to get an expression for the concentration of the activated complex, we have to consider the equilibrium expression. K hash is equal to AB hash divided by A into B. Therefore, AB hash is equal to K hash into A into B. And when we consider the energy profile diagram, the activated complex is situated at the maximum of the potential energy curve, and that is clear from the figure. And in this transition state theory, the activation energy is defined as the excess energy needed by the reactants in order to convert it into the high energy activated complex. And in order to get an expression for the frequency of vibration nu, we have to consider the classical as well as quantum mechanical expression for energy. From classical mechanics, energy is given by E equal to kBT, and from quantum mechanics it is equal to h nu, where kB and h are Boltzmann constant and Planck constant respectively, and T is the absolute temperature and nu is the frequency of vibration. When we equate these two, we get an expression for nu, that is nu will be equal to kBT by h. And also the rate of the reaction depends upon the concentration of the activated complex as well as the frequency of vibration. Therefore, the rate of the reaction is given by AB hash into nu. And from equation 1 and 2, we get expression for AB hash and nu, that is rate of the reaction is given by kBT by h into K hash A into B. Then Consider a simple elementary reaction, A plus B giving product, and the rate of the reaction is given by Kr into A into B. When we compare these two equations, that is equations 4 and 5, we get an expression for Kr. That is Kr, that is the rate constant of the reaction. Kr is equal to Kbt by H into K hash. Now we need an expression for K hash. For that we take, or we are going into the thermodynamic part. That is, the change in free energy is given by delta G equal to delta G0 plus RT ln Q, where delta G0 is the standard free energy change and Q is the reaction quotient, and at equilibrium delta G equal to 0 and Q can be equated to K hash. Then substituting this, we get delta G0 is equal to minus RT ln K. Rearranging it, we get minus delta G0 by RT equal to ln K hash, or K hash is equal to e raised to minus delta G0 by RT. Thus we get expression for K hash, and then we substitute it in equation 6, that is the expression for rate constant. We get Kr equal to e raised to minus delta G0 hash by RT into Kbt by H. But from Gibbs-Helmholtz equation we know delta G0 hash is equal to delta G0 hash minus T delta S0 hash, where delta G0 hash is the standard free energy change for the activated complex, delta H0 hash is the standard enthalpy change of the activated complex, and delta S0 hash is the standard entropy change for the activated complex. Substituting this, we get Kr is equal to e raised to minus of delta H0 hash minus T delta H0 hash divided by RT into Kbt by H. Then we on separating the terms, we get Kr equal to e raised to minus delta H0 hash by RT into e raised to delta H0 hash by R into Kbt by H. This is the famous Arrhenius equation. Again we are doing some modifications, that is from thermodynamics we know delta H hash is equal to delta E hash plus delta Mg hash by RT, and delta E hash is also equal to Ea minus RT. Therefore delta H hash is equal to Ea minus 1 minus delta N hash G of RT. Then substituting in Kr, we get Kr as Kbt by H into e raised to minus delta N hash G minus 1 into e raised to delta S0 hash by R into e raised to minus Ea by RT. Then compare this with our Arrhenius equation, K equal to A into e raised to minus Ea by RT. We get an expression for the pre-exponential factor A, that is A will be equal to Kbt by H into e raised to minus delta Ng hash minus 1 into e raised to delta S0 hash by R. Thus we get an expression for the pre-exponential factor also from the transition state theory. And this much now. Study well. Thank you.